Jesus spoke in Matthew 24:29 after the tribulation of the mark of the beast and the Antichrist. And it says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, and from one end of heaven to the other. This tells you right here there is no pre-tribulation rapture. It says immediately after the tribulation of those days, speaking of the mark of the beast, and all the sun will be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light. And it says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Then shall all the tribes, and they shall see the sun coming in the clouds of heaven. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and gather together his elect. That's the rapture. And again in 2 Thessalonians, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as the day of Christ is at hand. That's the rapture. That no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, that is the Antichrist, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God, sitting in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. That is the Antichrist. And again in Revelation chapter 13, and I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a great beast rise out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, upon his horns 10 crowns, upon his heads the name of blasphemies. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And I saw one as his heads as were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast, and they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things, and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, to overcome them, and power was given unto him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. If there's a pre-tribulation rapture, who is the saints? Who are the saints that he comes against? Power is given unto him to continue for you. I mean, it doesn't make sense if he would make war with saints if there are no saints. And you may say, well, that will be people that get saved during the beast. But there will be no people saved during the beast, because of verse 8, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. That number 8 tells you that if your name is not in the book of life when the mark of the beast happens, that the strong delusion, this deception that's come upon the earth, will take hold of all those that are not written in the Lamb's book of life, and they will not have a chance to be saved from that point forward, because it says, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him. There's no exception made, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. That means there is a point during the tribulation that there will be no point that anybody could be saved anymore, because verse 8 explains it.